the US is really embracing Bitcoin in particular. Yes, they established a stockpile for other tokens, but there's no function to add to that stockpile outside of just seizures from illicit or illegal activity. So it's kind of a rounding error. And the obvious first way to add Bitcoin to the balance sheet is to sell some of that and buy Bitcoin with it. I don't know if they'll do that. We'll see. Now you're in that period, right? So you have all the other countries staring at us wondering, should they be participating as well? They are all trying to find ways to operate outside of the US Treasury. Well, now this kind of pulls them back in, right? So love the idea of taking advantage of the volatility, just like Michael Saylor did. He's found a way to monetize volatility by adding it to his own balance sheet. And it has a value, right? Volatility has a value, especially in a rising asset. And so that volatility allows him to issue bonds at 0% rate. Now, this is where it kind of differs. This is where the path kind of differs on Wall Street. It's a different buyer for convertible bonds because convertible arbitrage traders, hedge funds, are the ones who are swallowing most of that. Not all of it, but they're the ones trading around that. And they're able to create profits just from that volatility, intermaturity of that debt bond, that debt vehicle. They can trade around it by shorting stock as the bond goes up in value, or the stock goes up in value. They can short it as it comes in. They can cover it. Just trade around it. That's called delta trading for people who are sophisticated out there. And so you won't really have the opportunity to do that with this as much. The reality is you're monetizing that volatility to the upside by saying, okay, we give them a 1% interest. That keeps the interest cost down for the United States. And then you're splitting the upside above 4.5%. So you give them the 4.5%, the bondholder, and then, the government retains 50% of the Bitcoin gains. So really interesting.
Looking to buy Bitcoin the right way? Enable your independence with Bitcoin Well, the fastest and safest way to buy Bitcoin on-chain or via the Lightning Network in Canada and the USA. Head to bitcoinwell.com/BTC sessions and sign up today.